Welcome back. Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. We have been doing the poem, section A of Unit B, The Brook. It's a wonderful poem, beautiful poem written by Lord Alfred Tennyson. I had already explained in my previous videos, I have already explained the paraphrases and the word meanings to you. And the summary also we had discussed, the literary devices used in the poem we have already discussed. So today we will be doing the back exercises. Let's start. Find the lines in the poem that express the following thoughts. As the brook flows down its stony and pebbly paths, it creates a whirlpool and makes many musical sounds. So the lines which reflect these lines are from the poem are: I chatter over stony waves, in little sharp trebles, I bubble into edding bass, I babble on the pebbles. Right? Next is, the brook flow follows a winding path, carrying flowers and fish along with it. I wind about and in and out, and with here a blossom sailing, and here and there a lusty trout, and here and there a grayling. So these are the lines which reflect this meaning. When the brook flows over the stones and pebbles, there is a break in the flow of the water which appears silvery. With many a silvery water break above the golden gravel. So this is the line which shows this meaning. The rays and the beams of the sun appear to be dancing as they fall on the brook through the tree cover along the shallow sandy banks. I make the netted sunbeam dance against my sandy shallows. Right? The brook continues its journey forever to join the brimming river, unlike humans whose life must come to a stop. Now, these are the lines. And out again I curve and flow to join the brimming river, for men may come and may go, but I go on forever. So, I hope you have understood. Now, let's answer this question with reference to context. And the context is, and draw them all along and flow to join the brimming river. For men may come and men may go, I go on forever. So, first question is, what does them refer to in these lines? So, them refers to fishes, foam, flowers, which the brook brings along with its flow. Right? What flows to join the brimming river? The brook flows to join the brimming river. Why does it go on forever? It goes on forever because it is eternal, never-ending, natural thing which has no end. Right? What does men refer to in the poem? The men refers to human beings in general in the poem. What does the poet mean by men may come, men may go? So poet means to say that human beings are mortal, they take birth, then die, but brook is immortal. Right? Now answer these questions. How does the brook behave when it encounters curves along its bank? The brook feels, you add S. The brook feels unhappy and tired as it has to use all its energy to curve and move round and round again and again. So it behaves angrily when it faces the curves on its banks. Right? So here we read stony waves. I chatter over the stony waves in sharps and trebles. Trebles means high-pitched voice. She is angry here. Right? When it passes along the stony paths, stony sides of the land. It has to cross those lands along with the stones. So it is unhappy and feels tired. Next question is, make a list of the various places that fall in the path of the brook as it flows. Now the places that fall in the path of the brook are 30 hills, 20 small villages, a little town, half a hundred bridges, and Philip's farm. So all these 5 places, they fall in the path of the brook. What do you think causes the foamy flake as the brook flows? When the water moves about in curves and strike against stones, it swirls and forms. A large mass of very small bubbles is referred here as foamy flake. कि जब पानी ऊपर कर्व्स के ऊपर पत्थरों के ऊपर से कर्व करता हुआ गुजरता है, चलता है, तो it moves in circular motion, and when it strikes, when it hits the stones, it creates lots of bubbles, right? Those bubbles are referred to as foamy flakes. What makes the brook sparkle? When it moves through fern plants, its water shines brightly with the sun rays falling on it. So this makes the sun rays make the water brook sparkle. What is the netted sunbeam? What makes it dance? Now the netted sunbeam refer to the sun rays filtering through the leaves and bushes that fall on the surface of the sandy shallow water in a net-like pattern. The movement of water makes it dancing, right? So netted sunbeams means the sun rays which are falling on the surface, passing through the leaves and the bushes which have fallen on the surface of the brook, and the movement of the water, the movement as the water is moving, as the waves are moving, that waves make those sunbeams dance, right? Now, discuss and write. Where does the brook in the poem originate, the highland or the plains? Support your answer with the lines from the poem. Now, look at this. The brook in the poem originates from highlands because it passes through the high mountains, tough terrains, deep valleys, and finally overcoming all the hurdles of the way reaches its destination, the overflowing river. And the lines are: I come from the haunts of the coot and hern. I make sudden sally, and I sparkle out among the fern to bicker down a valley. So you need to write these 2 answers collectively, right? Now last question. Compare the falling paths of the brook's journey with human life at the beginning of its journey. So, at the beginning of the journey, like a child, the brook chatters and babbles. It is energetic as a human being in the initial stages of its life. As human being works to fulfill their aim in life, the brook's aim is to join the brimming river. Just like human beings work for their aim, they work hard for their aim, they overcome all the obstacles to achieve their aim. Similarly, brook also overcomes all the obstacles to achieve its aim, that is to join the brimming river. Next part is closer to the river. When the brook is close to the river, how it's behave. The brook slows down, slips, slides, and finds steals by the lawns and grassy plots. In the same way, in old age, man becomes quiet and understanding. Right? So all these are the question answers. So read and appreciate. These are the alliteration, examples of alliteration. You need to find at least 5 more examples of alliteration from the poem. This you have to do yourself. So next part is some sound words and movement words are given to you. So you need to differentiate. So babble, bicker, chatter, murmur, all these are sound words. Hurry, linger, wind about, loiter, slide, skimming, sailing and steal by are the movement words. So that's all. I hope you have understood the poem well. Okay, if you have any difficulty, do message me or call me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.